Evening, everybody. It's Friday night. It's 9 o'clock. Time for What's on Joe Mind. We got an extra crowded house this week. There's probably going to be sound effects that we didn't plan on. Be with us when we come back after our kick-ass theme song. Hey, all.
Hi.
Howdy. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for What's on Joe Mind. We are a fan cast about the world of G.I. Joe. I'm Mike Irizarry, your host. How's everybody tonight?
Good.
All right.
Less sick.
Yeah, it says you. So anyways, welcome if you're joining us live tonight in the live chat area place over to the side there.
You want to try that again?
No.
No, there's no hope.
That's about as good as it's going to get.
Friday night.
That's as good as I ever am, so that's fine right there.
It went better in rehearsal.
If you're joining us on Facebook tonight, go ahead and give us some kind of a reaction. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a heart. Give us a little huggy guy. We love little huggy guy. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and like our video. Subscribe to our channel so we'll shut up about it. Join us. We're at 1,023 strong as of showtime. And, be a part of that party. It's a great thing. That's the number one thing you do to help us out is watch us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Anyways, joining me here in the top row with his screen partially obscured, as always, former head of marketing for the G.I. Joe brand at Hasbro. It's the Hot Show, Mark Weber.
That's right. And I can't be any more serious about this. The revolution will be televised because we have just popped up to 40% redhead tonight. So,
woo!
I mean, stay tuned. It won't be
get
long,
wild.
Right?
Gingers have souls,
right? I sent Joe a text message about wearing the scarlet wig, but maybe we're baby stepping.
Not tonight.
The more Rojo, the better, as they say. Many are called, but few are chosen.
You're really excited about Ginger's taking over tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, bottom row, she's the co-hostess with the co-mostess. It's Joe Colton, everyone. And joining Joe Colton in that window, he's the winner of the Find Joe Colton's House Get to Be on the Show.
You're not lying. He didn't know he was going to be on. I just said, here, we're going to
Yeah, we
She
know.
got a ring light out, and I was like,
we didn't know he was going to be on.
We've known you for how many years? We expect you to put transients on the show.
Yeah, I had the ring light. I was like, look, like color, accentuate the...
But I'm not going on your OnlyFans. It's not happening.
You just didn't want to wear the headphones.
Everyone say hi to Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, Ryan.
Yeah, it really is just an elaborate scheme so Joe Colton doesn't have to wear a headset.
Static in 3, 2, 1.
Or echo. That's really what we're waiting on is the echo, the reverb. Also joining us in the bottom row, he's back after a week reprieve. The disease did not claim him. The plague was not strong enough. It's Rocktime Rob.
Hi.
Oh, that was necessary.
Unnecessary, sir.
This whole thing's unnecessary. We're talking about action figures.
A little bit.
That's not
It's the principle of it.
A little bit, but come on.
obstructed airways. Just no. Blow your nose. Be an adult.
Nope.
So it's WrestleMania weekend. We're gonna take a couple minutes here. We just want to get the major plot points out of the way. We're going to get ourselves on the record.
Okay.
Mark, this is your idea, so I'll ask you first.
Yeah.
The big title match. We got Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Who's winning that?
Reigns.
Rock.
We'll get to you. We got
Who's
the Raw.
correcting him?
We got the Raw Women's Championship. We got Becky Lynch. We got Bianca Belair.
Lynch.
Okay. And then
Redhead. Come on.
I understand that, Mark, but we're putting you on the record. We are not assuming these things.
Okay.
And then, of course, in deference to Rob with his favorite wrestler, New Day versus Sheamus and Butch. Who do you have for a winner there?
He's totally muted.
We're not talking to Rob. We're talking to you.
Oh, I thought it was right. You said Rob's favorite guy.
Why I'm asking about him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, New Day.
Okay. So
provided once his bucket doesn't kill anybody else by dropping them on their head.
I don't think he's in the match, but
His neck's fine now. But his muscles around it have kept his neck in place.
Ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. Joe Colton.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar.
Brock.
Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch.
Lynch.
And we'll change this one up for you here. Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey.
Ooh, tough. Charlotte Flair is a favorite of Vince. I gotta go with Rousey on this one.
All right.
They're not gonna make her lose on her first day back.
Yeah, she's been gone 2 years. They ain't pegging her to lose at WrestleMania. Ryan. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
What's the right answer here?
Brock.
Brock.
Don't go to her for notes. That's a bad plan.
Look.
What does Wes say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the expert opinion.
Right.
Yeah. Why don't you bring a third person on, Joe?
Wrestling expert. Hold on.
Let's
And he doesn't look insane today. Oh my God.
Roman's gonna go over.
Okay. So Becky versus Bianca.
Becky will probably Becky's gonna go over because what's her name cut her hair.
Because of the red hair.
And then finally, we'll give you Ryan's trick question. Seth Rollins versus question mark.
I think they're gonna pull a massive swerve, and I think that he's gonna face Shane.
Oh God.
And then I think so. I didn't come up with
dumb.
this. I didn't come up with this, but What Culture talked about it, and I agree with them. I think Cody's going to show up on night 2 and insert himself in one of the main title pictures
For the first time in his career.
Yeah,
But both main titles are in one match, so there's only one match for him to go into.
So yeah, that's why I think Reigns.
Okay.
I think Reigns and Cody will be the next world title program.
Rack time, Rob.
Ew.
Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns.
Bugs Bunny.
What?
Wait, I want to change my answer.
No, too late. You forfeited your turn. You lose.
Oh,
Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch.
Do
Do you even know who these people are?
Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh my God.
will you stop?
And then finally, of course, Sheamus and Butch versus the New Day.
Walking lens flare.
Man.
That's a vote for Sheamus right there.
Good answer.
I got Roman. I got Bianca, and then I'll take Steve Austin getting the biggest pop of the night.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
In Texas.
I'll take Riddle betraying Randy Orton.
I can't stand that guy.
Just saying.
Won't happen. Won't happen tonight.
Riddle is
Maybe not tonight. But
Maybe
it's
after
coming.
WrestleMania, but
stupid fucking flip flops.
It's coming. Bro.
What are you gonna get flip flops?
He's legitimately an idiot. He comes out
Oh
and
my God! Talk about it later.
Bro.
Roses.
Oh!
Dude.
Again, it's the winner of the Find Joe Colton's House. Get on the program sweepstakes. That's Ryan, everyone.
It could happen to you.
Ryan.
You're invited
Especially you,
over.
cot guy. No, wait.
Just
No.
especially you, cock guy. We're encouraging you, cock guy.
That guy shows
Come
up.
out
in
We can spoon. It's fine. I'm here.
If cock guy,
Oh, if he shows up, we're in so much trouble.
cock guy gets to send us by email in the next 24 hours, I'll give him the house numbers.
That's what
Won't tell him the street, but I'll tell him the numbers.
There's a train that goes right to Joe Colton's house.
There is.
We hear it all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Correct.
true. He's gonna jump off the train with the hobo stick.
How often's that train go by?
His
So
bindle
often
and
you
his
won't even
portable
notice
cot
it.
number 6.
He's gonna have a makeshift cot with him on his back.
In his bindle, yes. That's the little pack on the stick. That's the bindle.
Ah,
So what do you say we get right into it? Because we kind of got a lot tonight. It was kind of a busy week. What's up with that?
Yeah.
But we'll start it off with community calendar.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes.
Play it.
That's great.
I'm going there. I'm a little slow on the buttons.
It's the same buttons every week.
I've been sick all week. Okay, this is all moving at a strange pace for me.
Some guys go their whole. Nah, never mind.
I'm giving 100. I'm giving 100% of my 40%. Okay, just chill out. For somebody who never has to hit any buttons, for somebody whose one job is wear your headphones and you can't do it, I don't want to hear it.
I don't like plugging things in.
There's a Comic-Con or a toy show. What's on your mind? Wants to know? Tell Mike, Mark, and Joe. Community Calendar.
That opening gets Mark every time.
That picture is so much worse at high speed.
I can
Because you see it long enough to know something's wrong, but you don't know what. So your head starts filling in the blanks.
at some point tonight somebody's going to quit talking over me. But I go just somebody, one of you will not talk over me, and it'll just be a great time. But I'll
do it.
I can see everybody when the picture cuts out and the clips roll. I can see everybody, and I look specific, just bullet down to Mark's window every time we play that now, because it breaks him every single time. Makes my blackened heart pump.
There we go. I'm just here to help.
Extra that whatever that thick black bilous fluid is in my body, my blackened heart pumps it that much faster.
And if you had Billis and Bindle in your squares tonight for What's on Joe Mind, you're a big winner.
Man, I've been doing this 11 years. They're used to my 50-cent words at this point.
I like it. No, I like it.
But anyways, we're going to start off community calendar. And that means up first. Come on, Winda. Come on.
Work with us.
As we saw last week, it's Steel City Con. That is next weekend, April 8th to 10th in the Monroeville Convention Center in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. That is just outside of Pittsburgh. Guests include Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo. Basically, if you were in a National Lampoon's Vacation movie and you're still alive, you're probably in Pittsburgh next weekend. Christopher Lloyd, Robert Englund, Christina Ricci, Christy Brinkley, The Punisher, the wrestler Sting, and more. I wanted to do the Tony Schiavone Sting, but I don't have that. You need more information, you want to head to steelcitycon.com.
I'm glad you clarified that the police will not be there at all.
Correct. The man called Sting. Not that Sting.
Face paint is $5,000 more.
He is fresh off of that hot run on Only Murders in the Building, though. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. That was a great show. Great show.
I've seen a bit. We're partway through it. I'm halfway with you.
All right.
I hear Sting is $5,000 more for an appearance fee if he has to wear the paint.
Is he really?
Yep, that's what I heard from my web of contacts.
Who would pay for Steve Borden?
Well, You know what? If the difference between having him and not having him is 5K is the breaker,
Guess you're having him.
he's still Sting, kind of.
Yeah.
Enough people will walk up to him in the makeup; it won't make a difference.
Fair.
I mean, it's part. I think it's part of the lasting appeal of Sting, not just that he was a mega star, but he doesn't look his age, all painted up, right?
Yeah,
That's
So-
why
I don't
Kiss
think
went
I've
back
ever
to the
seen
makeup.
him out of makeup like this old.
Right. Does Rey Mysterio look old? Not with that mask on.
Well, he doesn't look that old anyway because he's really not that old.
Well, and if you've ever seen him with his mask
Tiny.
off, he looks like a 10-year-old.
He just,
So-
he's been doing this since he was 10 years old. So
Yeah,
He's 50.
no,
that's old.
he's 47.
That's old.
For as long as he's been important, I mean, he was a baby when they started doing
Yeah,
it.
that's true. That's true. A
We didn't
baby
grow up.
hummingbird.
I like Ray because he's older than me. He's one of the few left, which is I think is very considerate of him. Anyways, also we've got the new this week to the calendar, the Indiana Comic Convention. That is in 2 weekends, April 15 to April 17, at the Indiana Convention Center in beautiful downtown Indianapolis. Guests there include Jim Cummings, John Delancey, Carrie Owens, Jess Harnell, Gates McFadden, Brent Spiner, Tara Strong, and many, many more. A lot of voice talent at that particular convention. More details available at indianacommicconvention.com. I like the layout so good from the last one that I used it again. But indianacommicconvention.com gets you all the ticket information, all the whole guest list, even where you can stay and all that other good stuff.
I like that they have new and old Star Trek actors.
Right. They seem to be leaning into next generation this time around.
Yeah.
But there was somebody there from the new show. I didn't think they had enough name to make my list of 7 or 8 or whatever it was.
Elitist.
Hey, nobody's bumping Gates McFadden. Redhead. Yeah,
Taking over. My God, they're everywhere.
telling you.
Mark will let us know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know if they've got their card.
and then of course the show that we'll be at.
Woo! We'll be there.
It's the Roma Collectibles Toy Store Parking Lot Toy Show, and this is a little ways off. It's Sunday, May 22nd, from 10 to 4. It is on the site of Roma Collectibles in the parking lot. They are not lying to you.
We're gonna be set up.
At 10:30 Upper Valley Pike in Springfield, Ohio. Joe Colton, you coming to town for that one?
I am not. I
What's
don't think
wrong
I am.
with
I'm trying to convince her, but
Yeah, we'll discuss it.
I mean, you clearly owe Ryan a visit.
it's
Yeah.
true.
True. And if I surprise Mrs. Roma, I'm sure it will.
Well, you just said it, so now it's not a surprise.
Well, she said she wasn't going.
It's true. I might surprise her.
Oh, right. And I forgot that our friends don't actually support the show.
No.
They're not watching.
I mean, Ryan supports. He decided to win the contest and
That's
come
true.
on board. But
Yeah. I don't think I had much of a choice, but it's okay.
I did get told.
Yes.
Which show are we talking about? Oh, this show. Yeah, I love this show. First
Exactly.
rate. First rate. Top shelf.
So are you guys are you setting up, Mike? Are you bringing anything or are you just going?
I'm just going.
Okay.
I thought about setting up, and it was like, parking lot is not great when you're like. If I'm gonna go, it's gonna be because I can do something live.
Okay.
The parking lot setup is not conducive to doing something live, but I'm gonna go.
All right. You're setting up.
Yeah, we are setting up.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
La di da. You'll be
Mark,
setting
are you
up.
going?
Are you setting up with the finest?
We are not setting up the finest. We're gonna actually have a booth this time.
What?
Yeah, the finest isn't setting up there.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. But Mr. Roma himself has decided to donate the proceeds from the table to the finest and to Canines for Warriors. So we really appreciate him.
Outstanding.
Not nice.
That's a very good thing. So, Joe Colton, what's your excuse again?
I don't have an excuse yet.
She's working on it. Don't
Working
pressure her.
on it.
Yeah.
So again,
Excuse pending.
that's about 6 weeks from now, 7 weeks from now. So.
Oh, that's plenty of time to make a decision.
plenty of time for you to make excuses.
Right? I can only go if Mark Webber goes.
It's outside. Burn up.
Burst into
Yeah.
flames.
We don't do that. If it was inside, sure. A parking lot show, yeah.
What if there's no sun?
Yeah. You can get sunburned on a cloudy day. Trust me.
If somebody would know,
Yeah.
guy right there.
I'd love to go and make everybody else look more tan, but you know,
You don't want to glow?
let's be honest. I'm always glowing, but yeah, probably not gonna make it.
I think he wears sunscreen
Oh,
on the monitor.
during the show. That makes sense.
Oh yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
this.
He's got that
Like,
ring light there.
look at
so-
that. I can't handle that.
That's how you white balance.
Yeah, exactly. Once in a while in my early media career, I would be holding up a microphone and a video guy would be, "Hey Webb, can I white balance on you?" Yeah, I got that a couple times.
Hey, does it count that Webb swore first today?
I didn't say it. I didn't say the whole thing.
Didn't you just swear when you were talking about Mr. Flip Flop?
Oh my god, that guy.
Yeah, you didn't think I was listening. I was listening.
Yes, Rob, you shouldn't out me.
It's just assumed. So yeah, if you want to help support Joe Colton and buy her way out of the tip jar, coffee link is down below. Join the Magnificent Seven and be a monthly contributor, and we'll get your name in the credits. But yeah, that's it for community calendar. I'm gonna play the theme song again just to break Weber.
Do it.
There's a Comic-Con or a toy show. What's on Joe mind? Wants to know. Tell Mike, Mark, and Joe. Community calendar.
Gets better with age,
In my shoe. I hate you.
like a fine wine.
Ryan, do you like the advanced show? I don't know what I'm going for.
The title card.
Right. Do you like the production value?
I do. Was that Gem City?
That opening little clip was a bit
Yes.
city, yeah. That's what I had on hand.
Yeah.
I had enough stock footage to make a 9-second intro clip. So that's pretty much what I had here. I'm not used to the video thing either.
It's
I'm not good
beautiful.
at my job, Ryan. That's what I'm trying to say here.
No.
I'm bad at my job.
You make it look professional.
I try. It's like herding cats with this bunch.
That's why it sticks out on this show.
Joe Colton can't even wear headphones.
It's way too professional. You're gonna get ice cream on the screen.
It's not ice
Look that
cream.
up.
Thank you.
What
It's
is it?
Nutella.
Oh.
Straight from the jar.
Oh.
She's classy that way.
She at least
Well, I guess no one else gets Nutella.
she offered, but she had her hand in it earlier. And
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to eat out of the jar at the Joe Colton house.
Joe Colton eats Nutella like Winnie the Pooh eats honey. Just claw it. Yeah.
Rod, you're falling off the screen, man.
Wait, are you chasing it with Canada Dry?
Yeah.
Good
It's-
Lord.
You know
There's
what?
There's
Another
not a ton
wait.
of sugar.
Everyone knows Nutella pairs better with Schweppes.
Listen, I got a line here if I can get it out.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's another ginger on the program. Hey,
True. 3 gingers on a program.
said 3 gingers walk into a bar. I don't have a punchline.
They say to the bartender, "Hey, can you turn the lights down? It's starting to burn."
Right?
Yeah. Who smells
the
bacon
square
frying?
jar does indeed have Nutella in it, Diana.
Yeah.
It will after tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Neil's got a good question.
is there any actual GI Joe news on your GI Joe podcast? Some weeks,
Wait
Yeah.
for it. It's
Yeah.
like it's the fruit at the bottom of the yogurt, man.
Yeah. You gotta. It's a slow burn, man.
We'll
Slow
get
burn.
there.
Hey,
We'll
come
get
for the
there.
Joe News. Stay for the empty blather.
That's it.
Yeah, look, we actually have some news, which is why we led off with community calendar, so we can just kind of get it out of the way. Get. There's other weeks where there isn't a lot of news, where we start with news and then we move to the bigger. So we always start with the small segments and work forward because it's time for the news. See, you got sound effects. You got even.
That's the first time she's done it at the right cue
and not muted.
Yeah, right. So yeah, first news item. Hey, it's the Snake Eyes movie. It's going to be streaming on Paramount Plus.
Woo!
Starting April 22nd. So if you believed the hype and you didn't like the movie and you're just waiting to see it for almost free, well, wait till April 22nd and there's your chance.
Oh boy.
Paramount Plus.
Still overpriced.
Yeah, kind of. It's
I feel
not.
like I should be paid to rewatch this.
Yes.
I don't like Paramount Plus. And it's not a statement on the programming that they have. I'm angry about the NCAA tournament.
Oh.
Because all the promotion stuff that I saw for that said, hey, get Paramount Plus and you can watch any game you want for just your $4.99 subscription. And it turns out you can only watch the games that are on CBS, and you have to bump up to the $9.99 subscription to do it.
That's garbage.
Yeah, so that it's kind of chump change. But I did up for the month because I wanted to at least see some of the men's tournament this year, and yeah, so the day that the day that the Final Four is over, we will be going back to Paramount Plus and saying no more.
Goodbye. It'd be Paramount minus.
Right, and their app isn't great either, but I like some of the shows. I love Lower Decks. Rob's watching Picard and Picard season 2, Picarder. And Picard season 2, Picarder.
No, don't worry about me. Reading the comments.
Never read the comments.
I know, I made a mistake.
Talking to the audience is death, man. Which is why when we're done with the news, we'll be talking to the audience.
That's right.
Yes.
There we go. Joe Self's got a good idea. He's getting the Paramount Plus trial this weekend just to watch Jackass Forever.
I just watched. I've never seen a Jackass movie like ever in my life.
There was much cringe. It was fantastic.
I don't understand what I watched.
Yeah, I got to say, I'm usually about half of the Jackass movies I'm in, and the other half I'm just sitting there going, "That's terrible."
Yeah. Joe, you got to watch them in order, really, or you can't follow the plot, really. Yeah.
I kept asking what the story was.
She was trying to summarize, so they're in New York and there's a big monster. Like, oh god.
Here's the story. There's a bunch of assholes, and they want to hurt one another.
That's
right.
pretty much it.
That's the story.
Finn.
But thanks to Skinny Joe Fan on Twitter for giving me the heads up on this one. Much appreciated, sir. We love you. We're not sure why you put up with us, but
Yes, thank you, Skinny.
Oh,
no spoilers, Joe Colton.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand. There's no spoilers.
Next news item.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, Mark Webber, who's that?
It's Fiona
And
somebody. I don't know. Somebody.
and Ragtime Rob, why are they in the news?
Because we're not going to see them for a while.
That's right, they're delayed.
Oh.
Supply chain issues?
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Supply chain issues?
Yeah. So yeah, we were supposed to see these guys in the summer.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to be seeing them around nowish?
yes.
But I forgot if it was April or June on them, but
I thought it was April.
yeah, now it's going to be more like late summer, early fall.
Was it only Crocmaster?
As far as what they told us, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought GameStop had updated release dates for the Storm Shadow Wave to June.
Mhm.
Huh.
I thought that's about where they were when I ordered them. So
If that wave had gotten delayed, we would have already done 2 live hours about it. So I don't know if that's actually
Since it's the best GI Joes ever made. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, some people actually have some of those in hand too.
Yeah,
so
you're
I don't know how
jerks.
delayed they'd be.
yeah. So anyways, delayed.
delayed. That's all right.
Next news item.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, look at these guys.
Oh, hey, yo.
That is the new Super 7 April Fool's wave, or the PSA wave, if you will.
I'm a computer.
Based
I'm a computer.
popular, and I'll put that in quotes, Fensler films. I'll be honest, I don't get the appeal in most of them.
Body massage.
But they do have Body Massage Roadblock, which is one of the ones that I did find funny. And they do have Stop All the Downloads Mutt.
Why does he have a porn stash?
Because
Because it's Mutt.
stash. What are you talking about?
Like it looks more more.
It's Mutt.
I know, but it looks worse on this picture.
Look, he's from New Jersey. It's all porn stash down there.
It's Mutt. Have you seen the show? I mean,
Yes, but this looks like
you're wrong.
worse.
Dan is right.
Anyways, the cards are silly. I don't know why Junkyard is brown. Let's hope they get that fixed up. But
I think in that PSA, isn't the dog that tries to bite the kid brown?
is he? I don't.
Yeah, I think this is the dog that tries to bite the kid, which is kind of weird that we're finally getting Mutt, but not Junkyard. But okay.
I mean, I imagine that they'll do a proper Mutt later. I don't know.
Look at his hair.
Maybe with a better mustache for Joe Colton or something.
No, keep the mustache.
And
She's just jealous because she can't get hers lined up as nice.
Nah, yeah. I always wanted to do that. Little shading.
Roadblock's got his cable mover. I imagine we'll see him again with some proper gear somewhere along the way.
Neat.
They are, of course, $18 a piece, just like the normal figures in the waves. They are expected later this month.
Oh wait, these are real?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know the guy's working on this and I like him, but why would you put out something that could be a joke product and release it on April 1?
Exactly.
Hey, they are. That's all that's important.
Maybe they missed what the day is.
I don't know.
It's just a coincidence. That's right.
One of the guys I know is Mike Goulin, who worked at McFarland when I was there, and he put out when he was pubbing it today. No, these are real.
Yeah. These are actually real.
I'm sure it wasn't his call. You shouldn't have to do that, Mike. I'm sorry you had to do that. And I mean, these are the two you'd probably go for, right? Other than I wouldn't mind Get Off My Lawn snow job. That guy would have been pretty happy.
See, I think the one that got the short end of the stick is pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because that is the out of all of these things, that's the one that sticks with me the most. But also, it included in this wave of merchandise, there's also T-shirts and pins and ephemera like that. There is also a skateboard deck, and you can see the top side is this gung ho inspired motif. Don't judge people until you give them a chance, just like Gung Ho in his PSA. And then on the bottom side is that nifty Super 7.
That's actually cool. I'd get that.
And that is $70.
Ooh.
Those images you can find at super7store.com. Joe Colton, were you also a skateboarder in your youth?
No.
In between playing JV football and street racing in the streets of Toronto?
I tried. I did the skateboard thing for a bit, and it just wasn't for me.
Too many knit caps?
More figure skating than.
That's not even close to the same thing, but okay.
Yeah, no. Faster on ice.
And they don't have knit caps in Canada. They have toques.
They do.
It's a toque.
A toque or a beanie. That's all you get.
It's the top hat to their denim tuxedos.
Plus, they got loonies and toonies. I'm just saying.
They do. I tried explaining that to Wes. He's like, "What's the dollar bill?" And I was like, "A loony."
And it's a coin.
And it's a coin. and it hurts when you throw it at people.
Absolutely.
I would expect that you would know that from firsthand experience.
Yeah.
It's what they do when you lose in a competitive eating challenge.
Right.
Get pelted with coins.
But when you win, you get paid in toonies. Hard.
Anyhow, next news item.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, 3-0. Put out images of its upcoming roadblock figure. What we needed was more roadblocks, clearly. Reading the market.
I don't understand. Like, there's a lot of roadblocks lately.
Yeah, there's
like,
a lot of roadblocks.
In the last few years, yeah, ton of roadblocks.
Like,
But anyways, theirs it's one of the high end one. It's pretty awesome. It's got all the standard 3-0 accoutrement, cloth uniform, interchangeable hands, removable headgear. It's in the 112 scale. Shipping date is expected to be at the end of this year. Pre-order price available now at 30hk.com, $169. This joins that. Who else do they do in this line so far? It's Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Version 2 Storm Shadow, yeah.
So, but there's all kinds of neat stuff included with this roadblock. You can see that a little bit here. He's got his backpack. He's got a helmet. He's got sunglasses for some unknown reason. He's got the big Ma Deuce. He's got the tripod or the bipod to go with it. He's got a knife. He's got a sidearm. 3 sets of interchangeable hands and an ammo belt. So, not bad.
He looks great.
Your thoughts, Mark Weber?
He looks great. If you're in for these 12-inch Joes, I bet you're thrilled about Roadblock. The price is a little much for me, so I'm not swimming in this pool unless they give me, Thunder or Steeler or Ace or Interrogator, which is highly unlikely. So, but I think these look great. It was like the same thing with the Sideshow stuff. It looked fantastic, but I knew looking at the price point that I wouldn't be swimming around in this pool.
Right. Yeah, same here. I love it. They're probably not getting to any of my main characters anytime soon, so I don't really have to worry about them.
I'd say Beachhead has an outside shot.
Yeah, maybe, but
Maybe.
Sideshow did it.
Sideshow did do it, but Sideshow also got off of the A list a little bit more often.
True. And yeah, if they started with Snake Eyes Storm Shadow Roadblock, they seem to be playing it pretty safe.
Yeah, I have a feeling we are playing the hits in the 3-0 line. Somebody in the comments said that they think it's Lady J and Firefly next, and I don't figure we'll get much past the Dukes and Cobra Commanders and stuff like that. Past that, they're not these high end lines. They're not planning to do everybody.
Mm-mm.
It's maybe 8-10 pieces, and then they're out.
Yeah. Firefly gets you about 50% to Beachhead, though. Just saying.
What's that now?
A Firefly sculpt gets you about 50% to Beachhead. Just saying.
You got to get a whole new can of paint.
Well, yes, that's true.
That's a lot right there.
I'm just talking sculpt. What do I know?
Wait, I know, right?
No.
It's not like you ever did anything with the G.I. Joe brand before.
I'm just here for the yucks.
I think there's some people out there that think that too.
It's fine. Whatever.
But they don't
like I have any ego left. Whatever. Moving on.
Week after week, we bring the general public the foremost available expert on the workings of the G.I. Joe brand. That's the guy right there. That's the guy.
Down there.
Go hit the little button at the bottom of the page, damn it.
Yeah, I like him. He's very nice figure.
I thought you were saying you like Mark Weber.
I do like Mark Weber.
What do I ever do?
Well, that's like you're not going to make a Mark Weber figure.
No.
Ryan, your thoughts on Mark Weber?
Oh,
Wait a minute.
He's beautiful.
He's angular and beautiful.
He is dance.
That's what I said at my first JoeCon when I put up the descriptions for me and Daryl. I said changes color in the sun like V1 Zartan. That's me.
Next news item.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, I was sick all week. Can you tell?
Yes.
Ooh,
You're not pushing button fast enough.
I'm sick all the time, but I was really sick this past week. But yes, another reveal from our friend, noted author James Kavanaugh, regarding his G.I. Joe fan club. We got to see this updated infantry trooper image as done by Adam Riches.
That's right.
So very cool piece there. I believe James is making it as available as a print as part of membership in the G.I. Joe fan club. Follow them on Facebook if you want all the updates and details there. That seems to be where James is doing most of his communicating in social media. And yeah, follow along with that one. We had James on to talk about this not long ago. I'll tell you what episode number if you give me a second.
5.
No,
3.
no, it wasn't quite that early. Although James was on episode 3, and I know
he's
this
old school
because I was on episode 3, and that was the first time I was on the show. So yeah,
So you have one of those combo baseball rookie cards, like
we do.
That's awesome.
Like it's I think Willie Randolph and Jerry Royster.
Tough to be Jerry Royster.
It was. There was somebody else on that card too. I forget. I haven't seen it in a while. Episode 203. So not even 2 months ago, or about 2 months ago.
It's
From
nice to see the fiendish minds of James Kavanaugh and Adam Riches working together.
Frankly, I'm afraid for our children and the world that will be left of them.
I'm told now that this is rumor and hearsay, but the scuttlebutt is that James paid Adam in Corbin Law Royal Guards.
Yes.
What he prefers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Currency.
Yeah.
You can get that set up to convert automatically in PayPal.
I like that Adam Riches has like 4 billion Royal Guards, because it means there's 4 billion Nemesis Enforcers and Globuluses out there going, hey man, where's the other guy? What time's this meeting start anyway?
Wasn't there someone?
I used to have a couple of Globulus figures, and one of them was the most interesting one was given away as a cat toy. Because my roommate at the time's 2 cats just would not stop playing with Globulus.
Hey, I'm glad somebody likes that toy.
They claimed it as their own.
If you break it open, doesn't it have like goop that comes out?
Are you
Or
thinking of
something?
Stretch Armstrong?
No.
I think he's thinking of Stretch Armstrong.
I'm a former brand manager of Stretch Armstrong. Thank you very much. That was in that pile.
Clearly, you're crossing the streams.
Just saying.
No, I thought Globulus's tail was just like a rubber bendy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much just hard rubber.
It's
Cream-
Gumby.
Cream filled, I'm told. Just saying.
Cream filled.
No,
He's
those are
Globulus from Hostess.
Just a rumor. Don't hold me to it.
those are cupcakes, Mark. Where the heck is Joe Colton?
She's looking
This
for her headphones.
Ryan, this is really why she wanted you on.
That's right. She had to take a pee break.
I told you we're taking over. This is step 1.
Mark Weber, would you like to give us the next news item sound?
Oh yeah, here's a good one. Doot 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 doot.
There we go.
Badly doot.
Work
Turn
that,
the screen down.
work that bass.
Right.
Everybody got a little bit more hair on their chest right there.
Right. Hold on, let me check. Yeah.
3.
Where?
Announced this week. We told we knew this, but we weren't allowed to say anything. But Call Sign Longbow announced that their Kickstarter operation will be launching in May of 2022. So you got about a month to get all your shekels together to get ready to pledge Call Sign Longbow. That is the O-ring built 3 3/4 inch action figure line that is being launched by our friends Troy and John. As you can follow them on Facebook, there too. That's where they do most of their communicating on social media. You can also watch our old episodes to get as many details as you can. John and Troy were both on episode 171, and we just talked to Troy a couple of weeks ago on episode 208. So go back, get yourself reacquainted with call sign Longbow and all the fun stuff that is coming for you in just about a month's time.
I'm not super into O-ring anymore, but that Soviet Ninja is absolutely amazing.
So
I have to get on it.
What you're saying is they're getting you super back into O-ring.
Yeah, exactly. It looks insane.
How good does this image look? Right? Like,
yeah,
I know that looks like an '86 Joe. I mean,
that's it. As a kid, looking at a wall of new Joes, right, in say March or April, this is one of the first guys I would have picked up. Because you pick them up, you look at them, you read the file card, and you figure out where your $3 are going to go. But this guy looks ridiculous good. So, very excited.
Yeah. Maybe the best Falcon figure since Falcon.
Yeah, just buy this and send it to Carson as a thank you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna once at some point he's gonna tell us what's up with Operation Callback. It's gonna be a tough spring for trying to save money.
Didn't he did an update about a month ago, didn't he?
Yeah. He talked to about maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working on him. He knows he's got time. We got him squared away.
We know where he lives. I mean, he moved, but we have the new address. So.
We're not terribly likely to show up on his door, though. Unlike some people with Joe Colton's place.
Hey.
Am I closer to him than Joe?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
All right, that one's on me.
Yeah, this is you. It's your
All
time.
right,
Time to take one for the team, man.
I'm from the weird parts of New York originally, so I don't mind. I'll go back.
Mike's clearly upset that I didn't show up at his doorstep.
Look, you can show up here. I'm not sure. Joe's put his sleeping arrangements because we got like a hallway you could sleep in at this point.
That's all right.
This is not the time to drop in on the Irizarry compound without a hazmat suit.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment, but that doesn't account for Rob's comic collection, which is both collection and furniture.
A lot of Batman comics.
I think what it is he's a horny Lone Ranger. I think that's what we can call it. He's a horny ranger.
But unlike Cyclops, actually interesting.
Oh. Cyclops would give you a response when he's making out with Jean Grey or the White Queen, being boring.
Yep, Batman would give a response, but he's counting all his money and finding whatever woman he wants.
Yeah, that he inherited. Whatever. I'm rich. Oh, good for you, Batman.
I got no parents.
Good for you, Batman. Go kill it. Go kill another sidekick.
Ain't no Lego Cyclops movie out there.
Go kill another sidekick, Batman.
Lego Cyclops. That would be a terrible movie.
So good.
No.
So good.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to pretend to be the world's biggest Batman fan right now. He's a little overexposed. But Cyclops, come on, man.
Yeah.
The guy.
And the best thing about the Cyclops movie, Wolverine coming in and stealing the show.
That's basically happens in everything that Cyclops is in.
They'll restart the project and Cyclops will be in charge of the team, and then they're wait a minute, this is boring. Get
Two
Wolverine
mutant powers, Eye Blast and Doormat.
Fine.
Oh, see, C.S. Sherman went and took it too far.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
That's way too far.
That's too far. No,
Too far. Too far.
Oh no! I'm too far.
Gambit is awful. He's terrible. No
But
love.
wait till the movie with Channing Tatum. It's gonna be amazing. Go read Astonishing X-Men and then hassle me about Cyclops.
Those been canceled?
What?
I thought the Gambit movie was off the table.
Oh yeah, I think it is. But
yeah,
there's a fight me hashtag. Nah,
fight me. Yeah.
Don't fight anybody over Gambit. He sucks.
Listen up, Sherry.
Look,
fighting over Gambit's like fighting over a box of grape nuts.
Right.
I need my fiber.
This is what's fun about comic books. We can all
I know.
get together and make fun of stuff like this. You do what you like.
To each his own.
If you like Gambit, it will forever be a head scratcher to me, but like Gambit by all means.
Yes. So.
Anyways, next news item.
Ah!
Hey, since we're talking about Kickstarters,
Yeah.
I found a wild desk. Bad form.
yeah, you got to take a lap.
He's got to go take a lap.
I don't even know what that means. Moving on.
Joe Cole, send him out. He takes a lap. Send him out. Anyways, Total Action Force Volume 2 is live on Kickstarter. Just head on over to Kickstarter, type in Total Action Force, and this will come right up for you. One day they are about halfway home, which is good to see. I'll give you an exact total. Now, since their project is pledging in euros, it's a weird dollar amount. It's 35,000 euros is their goal, but in terms of dollars, that is 38,727. We are just one day in; they are already at 18,936. So halfway
Not
home.
bad.
Halfway home in a day.
Not to
Get
second
yourself
guess
on
them.
over there. Go ahead.
Not to second guess them, but if they'd put a Robo Skull on the cover, it would have already funded by $8 billion.
Hey, now that is a cover that is a brand new illustration from classic Action Force artist Mike Collins.
I'm not ripping the cover. Great cover. Just the last time somebody put Robo Skull up on Kickstarter, it funded by like the gross national product of Spain. So
that's true.
yeah.
At least Portugal. Yeah.
Spain, good gravy.
I'm just trying to help.
Oh goodness, Ryan, you taking your lap yet?
I'm back from it. Didn't you see?
No, you're
Like
not.
a flash.
You're out. Out.
Hey, what about my revolution?
There's no revolution. There's no revolution until he takes a
The
lap.
revolution will not be televised.
The man said he didn't want to walk.
It doesn't. I don't care what he says.
We have rules here, sir.
Yeah.
All right,
You say the wrong name, you take a lap.
that's fair enough.
But anyways, on this wonderful Volume 2 Kickstarter project, one of the stretch goals is, if they get up far enough, a reprint of Volume 1. So if you missed out on Volume 1 and you're like, oh, I don't want Volume 2. Well, no, go ahead and pledge to Volume 2, because if Volume 2 gets enough pledges, Volume 1 is rolling back down the hatches. So make that happen.
But I can't.
All right, what have you learned?
I'm a bad boy.
You didn't learn anything. All right. Good.
No learning.
So, yes, head on over to Kickstarter. Type in Total Action Force. This is focusing on the Marvel years between 1987 and 1989, when more of the U.S. toys were just getting slightly reworked to be more Eurocentric and pushed out as was in those markets. Joes that we recognize as being from places in the U.S. were suddenly coming from places in Europe, and to make more of a connection with those fans. And yeah, it's dogs and cats living together. It's crazy stuff. It's a lot of fun. This is a great book. Volume 1 did receive an honorable mention at the recent International Design Awards in 2021. So you know that the photo work and layout work for this volume will be just as good or better. Plus exclusive interviews with a host of Action Force creatives, photography showcasing Action Force like never before, a truly comprehensive account of behind the scenes at Hasbro and Marvel UK. I'm rating this right off of the website, by the way. An in-depth look at the manufacturing process that happened in Ireland, Beautiful reprints of original artwork from the Action Force weekly and monthly comics with permission from Hasbro. We break down in detail the stories of the toys, the comics, and the Action Force mythos. And probably a ton of Footloose because, man, they loved him in Europe.
I've heard.
Where was he from in Europe?
I don't know.
Get the book to find out.
Right? Indiana, probably. But they dug him.
When they reprint Volume 1, is that going to be hardcover or softcover?
It will be a paperback. The hardcover is gonna stay hardcover for the folks that as a special edition for the folks that backed it the first time around.
That's right.
I'm already in on this one. I got in early. So do your part, help out. Let's get Volume 2 done. Let's get some stretch goals unlocked. We want even more material. We want to make those poor lads work even harder. Joe Colton, you still with us?
Mm-hmm.
You're not even on camera anymore. What's up?
She's still.
I like that the Baroness stole Firefly's gun on the cover.
Right?
He's like, hey, that's nice. Meanwhile, he's out on some commando run, being like, all right, oh crap, forgot my gun.
But he's got his walkie-talkie.
He does have the walkie-talkie.
It's not as unwieldy as that big beast of a rifle she came with, so a little easier to work with. Next news item. Oh, we're out of news items.
Oh,
We got Happy Dancing Guy on the Fiend sign, so that makes me happy. That makes me happy. All right, there we go. I can work the buttons again almost.
Yay.
Oh goodness. Yeah, so to fill everybody in, last week on Tuesday, it was about 45 degrees here in central Indiana. And then last week on Wednesday, it was about 75 degrees here in Indiana. And my head exploded. And then on Thursday, it was back to being 45 degrees. So all those pieces just came back and they're in the wrong spots. So yeah, my sinuses are doing a number on me all week long. So I apologize. It's not the easiest of presentations this evening. That's on me. I'm a sick boy.
My sinuses probably would have exploded had they not already been filled with green viscous wallpaper paste like goo.
Yeah. You were sick last week.
Yeah.
Mike was trudging around on Thursday going, was once a man.
Yeah, like it wasn't even a congestion thing. Like I never had a problem breathing or anything. It was just just pain. No good. Oh, here we go. Rob Vegas. He's in Australia, but he's going to talk like a Midwesterner. That's Melbourne every day. Yeah, we get it. Whatever.
Sure.
It's like that every day here to about the tune of 15 degrees, but 30 to 35 was a little much. Baumer says that Dr. Mindbender did a great job reconstructing my exploded head. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't even shave. That's how bad this was. This is like bearded Mike. It's as close as I get.
It's your clutch cosplay.
Right. It makes my dark and foreboding figure even more foreboding. Joe Colton, is everything all right?
Yeah, I sent you a text message or a PM.
Sent me a text message?
Not me that. Okay.
It
was one of my favorite moments of the show all year, Rob, a couple minutes ago when the only teacher here laughed and said, ha ha ha, no learning.
Well, I'm a big Seinfeld fan, so you know.
I think you got your catchphrase.
Yeah. No learning.
You can put that on a shirt.
At the rate my classroom is going right now, yeah, no learning.
Gotcha.
That's a whole other story.
Well, I mean, isn't it? With a lot of weeks with your class, especially like you started spring break today.
Yes.
So I imagine going into your classroom today was not unlike having a bullwhip in one hand and a chair in the other, like the lion tamers of old.
Actually, today would have been a perfect day to go into my classroom because nobody else was there.
Yeah, but this week.
Yeah. That's kind of been this month. Weather-wise, March came in like a lamb. However, life-wise, March the entire month, total lion.
Right. And Mr. Late to the show, did you see the Super 7 PSA figures and the sort of goodies today? Yeah, I think we touched base on those. Ryan Filament.
They're real.
Okay.
They're real. And they're spectacular. No, anyway.
We do have a little bit of time if anybody's got questions today about what's going on with the world of G.I. Joe. If you have questions for me or for Racktime Rob or specifically for the Honcho, this is a great time. Because Lord knows we wouldn't want the super resource to actually get any kind of a following or anything. We don't. That guy's a bum.
I'm always honest. Not always interesting, but I'm working on it.
that could be really the motto for our entire show.
Always honest, semi-interesting.
Bombers like me, pork chop sandwiches. I think that's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah,
putting out a blowtorch with pork chop sandwiches card would have been perfect because then you don't really have to, you don't have to do blowtorch again. Like whatever.
I feel like I've succeeded as a parent at least a little bit because if I ever come down the stairs and my daughter Elizabeth is in the kitchen, and cooking is a broad term, but if she's putting Cheerios into a bowl, I will flip at her and say, "You're not cooking," and she'll respond back perfectly on time, "Yeah, dude," which is straight from pork chop sandwiches. So the fact that that's drilled in as an automatic response, "You're not cooking," "Yeah, dude," solid. I may have forgotten a couple birthdays, but I got that part right.
Charlie Kutalski asked, who played Lumpy on Leave It to Beaver? The answer, of course, Frank Bank.
Yes. Look it up. That's correct.
Nobody thinks I got a Frank Bank reference in me, but there you go. Anyways, when will I get a paratrooper from Vagon? Good question. We're waiting on paratroopers and divers and pilots and sailors.
And snow guys.
Snow guy. Well, we got Storm Shadow. He's a classic snow guy. And
he can come with a snowboard.
Right.
At the current rate of shipping, April 2030.
Yeah, Charlie Kukulski's his sarcastic ass is looking up to see if Frank Bank is right. Here's maybe something for some insight here, Mark. Cornelius McGillicuddy asked a few months ago, I asked Mark why Hasbro didn't include real-world guns. Why did Hasbro decide to include real-world guns, and why was the reason for the course correction? Now, of course, knowing that you're not in the room when they make that decision.
No.
But go ahead, take a shot at this one.
Somebody who does project work for Hasbro, who's very chatty online. Usually guys kind of keep their mouths shut about that kind of stuff. But this guy said, and I have no reason to disbelieve him, that they were really trying to sync the early versions of Classified with the Operation Blackout game. And that they wanted the figures to look just like it, and they weren't going to have, live round ammo in that game. So they really tried to sync all of it with that. And I think a lot of people assumed that this was just the new direction of Joe, that Hasbro has been careful with embracing Joe as a war brand, right? So maybe this is just the way it's going to go. And that, we talked about it when we saw Roadblock's giant tuning fork thing and said, well, we don't like it, but done right, G.I. Joe has always been 5 years in the future, right? Cutting edge tech. So it would stand to reason somehow that they might have sidearms and full on weaponry that isn't what we're used to seeing. But they pivoted away from it pretty quick. So, and one of the few insights I ever had on the brand was that they were, and we were worried about it when we saw the artwork, they were going to make the Baroness with that two-tone purple hair that we saw on the original, the big artwork on the back, and they actually put a stop to it before they actually went through with it, which is a really good thing. But yeah, I think that's what it was. I think they were just, according to this guy, they were really trying to sync fully with that video game. And I don't know if it's because the game, it doesn't appear it was a massive hit, or if it just had its game life, and then once it was gone, they moved on and went more retro. But that's the news I heard, and I could certainly see that happening in the room.
Yeah, I'll stand by my assessment on those early figures. I don't think the lasers or the reworked Nerf guns looked bad.
I agree with that. I think Duke's gun was amazing.
Yeah, Duke's gun was pretty cool.
It can shoot around corners.
Really, it was more the packaging on it was a little. Anyways, but it wasn't a terrible idea, but the roadblock gun looked terrible. Like it just the execution on that roadblock thing was awful. So I'm glad they gave him something more workable, and the fact that it turned out to be an actual Modus was pretty cool. Joel McMullen, Tiger Force, or Joel McMullen asked, did some Tiger Force figures appear at Target this week? Probably somewhere.
I didn't see any.
That's the rumor that had been going around.
They showed up at the UK. There was a shipment that ended up in the UK, and a few of the stores were releasing there. People were showing pictures on the different groups.
Yeah, I wasn't online hardly at all this week. So if substantiating some of the rumors out there, I'm not going to be any good. That's why we have Ryan here today. That's actually he is our specialist,
professional rumor monger.
Rumor monger,
finder of
I have been
figures.
Called a scalper once or twice.
I don't think Target's planning to cancel all your pre-orders till next week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Stay tuned.
I got an email saying, "Hey, we're going to cancel your pre-orders next week." So
there you go.
I didn't get that. Vagon asked, "F me, how many roadblocks do we need?" 48 is
all
the
of
answer.
them.
48.
All the roadblocks.
Enough roadblocks to block a road.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
How many blocks would a roadblock block?
If a roadblock could roadblocks.
That's it.
C.S. Sherman asked, what would have been a good classified series release for April Fool's Day?
Oh,
nothing, because April Fool's Day is actual hell on earth.
Yeah, totally agree.
Raptor, Crystal Ball, Ice Cream Soldier, Colonel Courage.
I would have said
you're batting 500 there.
I would have said the Colonel Courage versus Crystal Ball 2-pack.
Oh yeah.
Crystal Ball and Raptor are amazing, and how dare you blaspheme?
I am a big Raptor fan. I'll give you that one. I think the writing for Raptor in the old Marvel comic was superb and made me a fan of Raptor. But yeah, for an April Fool's release, I would have been great to see some mocked up package get passed around on that one.
I never liked April Fool's stuff from a brand, right? Or from a company. Like there's so little upside to it. You're pretty much just kicking a hornet's nest. So.
Right.
But that being said, I would have gone with Hooded Cobra Commander.
Oh, jeez.
Just to see what we can do. Yep.
Wow. Poke that hornet's nest.
Yeah.
Speaking of kicking a hornet's nest.
Yep.
Danny Rodriguez asks, with the situation in Russia, do you think Hasbro will stay away from the October Guard? And
they did the first time,
right? I mean, they didn't take a Ukraine situation for them to stay away from the October Guard in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. I think that's striking a little too close to the real world bone at the moment.
Which is sad because like Horror Show would be amazing as a classified figure, or Diana would be
true.
amazing.
True, but we've got so many Joes and Cobras that would be great too. That like we could roll through another couple of years of classified figures rolling out at 4 and 5 a time, and we're not even going to miss the October guard yet, right?
Yeah, it's probably fair.
That'd be cool to have though, as a October guard lover. It's fine.
It's still Dragonsky for the win, though. I mean, come on. Big purple Russian flamethrower guy. Like, come on.
Make that costume.
Is he a ginger under the helmet? Is it?
Probably he's bald. He's bald. So maybe.
So maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He burned it all off.
When it's all gone, I'm still going to be a redhead. So,
Well,
but you'll be able to see me think.
We'll be able to tell. We'll be able to tell from the 5 remaining hairs in your eyebrows.
I'm gonna comb that shit over.
He's gonna look like one of the aliens from the Star Trek pilot.
Get the swear jar.
Oh, Cornelius has an interesting question.
I don't think it's anything we've got a real answer for, but why did Hasbro and Paramount think the scripts for Rise of Cobra, Retaliation, and Snake Eyes were the best scripts to base the film franchise on? Yeah, we weren't in the room for that one.
I wasn't talking about that one, but yes, okay, we go with that one.
But yeah, so I just think of how bad the ones were that they turned down.
Why did Warner Brothers think that Zack Snyder was the right person to helm a Superman movie?
Why did Snake Eyes get delayed 16 times, and that's what we ended up with? Like,
did we start really well and then just digressed?
I originally, the very first thing I was aware of at all, it was going to be a continuation, the third movie, the sequel essentially to Retaliation. That's what they were talking about when I first arrived. But
yeah, because that got greenlit like what, a week after Retaliation came out.
I mean,
Right?
Retaliation made quite a bit of money and did really well overseas. So
this cracks me up. We're gonna get Roadblock in a bathrobe making eggs.
I'd buy that.
That's morning after Roadblock.
Walk of Shame robot.
Wow.
hey, he's making breakfast. Not bad.
He'll be wearing his mini skirt, holding his pumps.
Classified Boy George.
Boy George Snake Eyes. That would be great.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and the 2-pack of Shipwreck. Yeah,
with Beatnik Shipwreck. Yeah. Oh, outstanding.
This is okay.
Ooh, the Pogo as a HasLab. April Fool's perfection.
Yeah.
Also good.
Also very good. Yeah.
It's quality. I would dig that. C.S. Sherman, Lifeline with a bunch of.
That's a good one. I like that.
He's packaged in it like.
Action figure expert. Best April Fool's Day figure for Classified would have been a Robo Joe.
Ooh.
Oh.
Also not bad.
Ooh. Do you guys think Shipwreck should debut in Classified in the current Navy working uniform? Yeah, kind of. I mean, the way they're going, I don't think it's very likely. Like we've made a hard right turn into retro designs on Classified at this point. So I don't see that as happening, but I think it would work better.
I don't think they would do the dungarees.
You hope they don't.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the thing I like about Shipwreck, what I think needs to be the one unifying element of Shipwreck's design is the teacup hat. I know they don't use those anymore, but I think the fact that he sticks with it would be a cool note for him, right?
Yeah.
If you had taken that longshore look that he had in the Devil's Due run and you put the teacup hat on him, that really works for Shipwreck for me.
Yeah.
But so long as the hat stays, I'm in.
They could probably make it removable, so you could do it either way, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then great, right?
Yeah, that'd work too.
The teacup hat and then bell
I'm
bottom.
not done with my walk, and you're still on. Well, dude, we go an hour and a half every week at least. So
yeah, brother.
And we have a guest.
Yeah, Ryan, why don't you tell everybody about yourself a little bit? You're just kind of this guy who shows up.
That's what I am. I'm the rando ginger that shows up people's doors. I'm gunning for Mark's spot.
Right, it's fine. I just stopped by. I didn't even know I was supposed to be here. Now look at me.
That is how Mark got on the program all those years ago.
Just showed up.
Hey, showing up is half of it,
He
right?
just called. I was like, "Hey, Mark, I was right about to record a podcast. Do you want in?" Okay.
Do I?
This was in the radio day type, right? Too. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything for the next 5.5 hours.
Got a day and a half free. But Ryan, seriously, tell everybody you do a lot of work. You're a big costumer. That's how you're tight with Joe.
Yeah. Well, that's how Joe and I met. Was
I stalked him.
Well, we ended up going to Joe Con in Indy. Was that 2012? 2013?
2013.
And she actually introduced me to just costuming in general. So after that, I joined the Finest. I do Televiper. What?
Did not introduce you into costuming.
You should. Okay. She's bashful, but she did.
Yeah,
I do Televiper. Actually inspired by her. She actually found the goggles that I use. So
it's his life. So you, by all means, you tell us all about it.
But yeah, I'm the XO of the Ohio Garrison of the Finest. So we do a lot of work with the charity, just like all the other Finest members do. And yeah, that's about it. I'm not that excited.
He's very humble.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of Ryan. We actually had him on the show before. If you go back and you watch the on the spot report we did from Gem City last summer, Ryan's there talking up the Finest. We got pictures of him and his what's that dude called? The one with the guy who drove the bug.
Secto Viper.
Thank you. The Secto Viper costume, which is one of the 10 most awesome G.I. Joe costumes I've ever seen. No exaggeration, no lie there. But by all means, if you want to know a little bit Ryan in action, by all means, head on back to the Gem City on the spot report and watch that one, because Lord knows none of you did the first time around. It'd be nice to get some views for it going now. See, we do bonus videos and nobody watches. Nobody cares.
I watch it.
Entertain me on Friday night, monkey boy. That's all. That's all.
Dance, monkey boy.
There you go. You're like, remember to share, sub, and share again.
What?
He's plugging the show more than you do.
While he walks.
You guys think we'll get smaller play sets at Classified with a figure, like Cobra Night Landing with V1 Firefly?
God, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm
nice.
hoping so too. It seems to be the trend that we've got with the coil cycle and later the RAM, and there's rumors of something else coming. So yeah, I think that's probably all we'll get as far as general issue goes. But
Not a flag? You sure we're not getting a flag?
Yes, of course, flag.
Yeah.
Right, it'll be right there on Target, taking up the entire aisle.
Flag.
The two aisles.
Right. If you're on Facebook, give him a huggy guy. There we go. See, we love little huggy guy. Justin Mohan asks, do we have any insider information about call sign Longbow? We just gave it all to you like 2 weeks ago.
Do it again, monkey.
No, we do not have any insider. When Troy has information to share, he knows we have an open door for Troy involving call sign Longbow. So he'll be back very soon. Believe me.
Yes, William.
Look for the Kickstarter to launch in May, right?
That's right.
May, absolutely. So first week of May.
Go get yourself some Red Ninjas.
That's it.
Maybe we watch that show. Anyways.
We wouldn't, release everything he's planning to do next year without talking to him first. We're not that kind of show.
Yeah.
Of course, he's smart enough not to tell us that. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't do that to Troy because Troy, recognizes our interview requests.
There it is. Yeah, the people who run his PR department, very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very professional.
Good people.
I like them. All of them.
They're good folks.
I would never try to run them down in a Loveland parking lot.
Not on purpose, anyway.
No, I was hungry.
Not on purpose. Yeah.
I'm bringing you snacks next time we're somewhere. Like I'm just gonna have like a
And in fairness, at the end of that parking lot in Loveland was a Perkins.
Yeah.
You get your ass to Perkins. That place is awesome.
Dude, my brother is not much of a cook, and there's a Perkins near him in Jersey, and he must have dropped 10 grand there over the years. He walks in, it's like he's Norm. Right?
They have
Oh.
they give you muffins the size of softballs.
Yeah.
Oh, me and my friend Jamie. There used to be one in town close to us. It is long since gone. But me and my friend Jamie used to be night owls, and so we'd go out, we'd do our thing. Everybody else would bail out over the course of the evening, and it would just be me and Jamie at 2 a.m. So where are we going? We're going to Perkins.
Yep.
So yeah.
Is night owl code for drunk?
No, actually, I am not a big drinker, but I am somebody who stays up really late most of the time. Joel McMillan asks, any inside word on Joe Comics' future after this year? Not officially. I'm working on some things, and that's not to be a dick about it, but I can't confirm anything. But I got some irons in the fire. We'll find out.
There you go.
Longbow looks awesome. Well, yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Baumer asks, are you guys going to do a Lenny and Emily interview? Sure, we've tried.
Lenny's one of my best friends at Hasbro. A fabulous designer and a great guy.
He seems like a nice guy.
No slam on Emily. Never met her. Don't know her at all.
Yeah.
Lenny, I worked with. Lenny's fantastic.
And my guess is that if you know Lenny and Lenny works well with somebody, that she's probably fantastic too.
There you go.
Cornelius McGillicuddy, what is your favorite Joe line that uses I'm going to guess that's supposed to be ARAH.
Aha!
If uses So Mark, you go ahead, take that one first. What's your favorite Joe line that's not Real American Hero?
You know, it's funny because I didn't even collect it. But looking back, Sigma 6 did a lot of things really well.
That they did.
If they had just made 3 3/4 their second scale and made entertainment that was not awful, even if it was only kind of bad, we might still be buying that stuff. If you look back at the way the packaging worked to make the armory case for all the weapons, it had a red light blinking from the shelf telling kids to come look at it. Like, there was a lot right with Sigma 6, and there were a couple catastrophic decisions that just killed that iteration of G.I. Joe. So funny for me to say that's my favorite, because I looked at it and went, I'm not rooting against it, because I don't root against anything Joe, because anything good for the brand is good for me on some level. But as a pure collector, when I saw it, I'm like, I hope it does well, but I don't need any of that. And they could have got me and a bunch of 3 3/4 people back. It would be one thing if they didn't go to a second scale, but the fact that they went to a second scale and made a scale that nobody's ever really collected, ever, with almost zero articulation, which is the hallmark of Joe.
They didn't even do it particularly well.
No.
Yeah.
Like, the vehicles were great, but the figures at that scale were kind of trash.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think I bent and I got the Dragon Hawk because it was awesome. And I think you didn't get it?
No.
So good. I figured I could jam a guy, a 3 3/4 Joe in the cockpit. I got that. I got the vamp so it could pick it up, and I think I got the
unscrew the legs. Let's throw them right in there.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh,
Lieutenant Dan can fly the Dragon Hawk.
Hey, Wild Bill, you don't need your legs below the shin. Come on.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're good.
Ryan, how about you, man? What's your favorite Joe line besides Real American Hero?
I'm gonna be the token guy and say Classified. I think what they're doing is amazing, and frankly, like that Duke, as much as people bash on like the gold and stuff, that there's never been a better Duke figure made by Hasbro.
I love that Duke figure. I don't know what like. The gold is my least favorite aspect of it, but that Duke figure is awesome.
Yes,
like hands
aside
down,
from the giant brutal chest cut right across it.
Mark,
That,
Mark,
that makes it look like a model set.
It inspired your greatest cosplay ever, Mark.
Yeah, that's true. That was a pretty good show.
So,
I still have that shirt. Maybe I'll wear it next week.
Rack Time Rob.
Pursuit of Cobra.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. I want to change my answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Classified too. I'm a G.I. Joe fan. It's not a lot I didn't like, but
We talked about that last week. That Warden said when he was running it, the design part of it anyway, that they just had a lot of $2 on a lot of item count and almost zero oversight. So they got to do whatever the hell they wanted. It was a designer's dream.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah. So when, and I hate to say this as a marketer, but when fans go, man, that Pursuit of Cobra line was fantastic. Why don't they do more stuff like that? Well, that's what happens when a designer has tooling budget, item count, and no marketers messing up their stuff. So there you go.
Yeah, I got to go with that too. I would like to say Classified. I think Classified has the opportunity to take that top spot, but for right now, just Pursuit of Cobra. There was just so much going on that was good.
Yeah.
Just so much great stuff. Figures, vehicles, the whole 9 yards.
It's a toss up. Like the Pursuit of Cobra is amazing. It's just like there's certain figures that really stand out there, like Shadow Tracker or that Low Light is amazing. Like there's pretty great stuff there.
The Snake Eyes,
yeah, I probably had 25 of those Snake Eyes for customizing.
I'm looking through. We're getting to a point where we probably need to wind up on questions and get into what we got in. Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead. Let's get into what we got in. Ryan, you're unexpected. What'd you buy this week? Besides a lot of gas to drive to Washington, D.C.
I think the only thing I got in this week was some Starcom. I got a pretty good deal on Starcom. Other than that, I haven't got anything, Joe.
That's
shocking for me, honestly.
Starcom what?
The Star Max Bomber. I got a really good deal on a lot, missing like one part. So
Starcom's neat stuff. I was never into it, but as a kid. But man, looking back, that there's just some really well designed toys in Starcom.
Oh yeah. They were probably my second favorite line when I was a kid. It was pretty big in Europe. My dad was in the Air Force, so we were over there when it was big, and it just stuck with me.
Yeah, it was bigger in Europe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were not. There was not a ton of lore connected to Starcom.
No,
So
you like only 13 episodes or something.
Yeah, like if you liked attaching your own stories and your own, Starcom was a great line for that. What else? Anything else?
That's it. Right. Big toy show. That's all I picked up. It was interesting.
All right. Right time, Rob. What'd you get in?
Issue number 2 of the Saturday Morning Adventures of G.I. Joe.
Does this mean that you're talking about comics? Is there actually an episode of Rack Time on the horizon?
Well, I do have a week.
You got 9 days off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying here. Mm-hmm. We want to figure out what the new direction of Rack Time is. Perhaps. Yeah. Perhaps this is a good time.
Rob, I want to give you a lot of space to get through your dead game PTSD, but I think time to get back on the horse.
The bad thing is there have been so many other comics causing PTSD.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
just don't read those.
Saga's back. Here you go.
And he doesn't even buy any X-Men comics. So, but anyways, Mark Weber, what you get in?
So this is 2-pronged, and there's actually a video share portion of this. So I'm running around a little bit. I'm very late on some of the Eagle Moss Marvel stuff, right? I think they're lead-based figures, but I'm working on building stuff. So this is one that just came in today. That's Mystique. Right.
Okay.
So kind of cool.
I like the production value of the piece of paper there.
Yeah, right. So I'm on the Eagle Moss site, and check this out. I was going to lean on Joe's Trek knowledge here, but you guys can probably do this for me.
Ryan's probably a heavyweight here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing, and I'm like, that's awesome. I think it's from Picard, right?
Yeah, that's the I forget the name of the ship. The Sirona.
I don't know what it is, but it's totally cool. So I was digging on that.
Darn, I forget.
I was digging on it, and then I'm like, why is it actually it's kind of wonky looking. Why do I like it so much? And then I realized, oh, that's it. Right there, man. If there's ever been an Eddie Van Halen spaceship.
Yeah.
So
The La Serena. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Matt.
well,
we're I guess we know what's going to be on Godso's shelf next.
oh, so good. It's the NCC 5150. Just saying. So that's what I got in this week.
All right, excellent. That's all.
That's it. Light week.
I have loaded up on the collection this week. It was a productive week. We got Beachhead number 36.
Jerome Bettis.
And he was followed up by Beachhead number 37.
I don't have 37.
Yeah, 37's tough, man. There's
Tough
not a lot
number.
of famous 37s. Then we followed that up with Beachhead 38.
Man.
That's all. They all showed up in the last week. I told you I went a little eBay happy, and then they all kind of poof right
Beachhead
after the last week.
38. 38 is Kurt Schilling. Keep him away from the other ones.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to find a different 38. And then this guy came with him.
It's a great mask.
Nice little
Yeah.
visor there. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a crack on his elbow, but besides that, he's outstanding. So I had a good week in the classics department, and I've again started to run out of space on the table here. But I also bought some spice racks. I can start putting them up on my bookshelf again.
Woo.
So
Is that what those were for?
yeah. I mean, you didn't think that it was for spices, did you?
Well, no. When I was like, how are these getting in the cabinet? They're not going to fit. And then I saw that the boxes were empty and there were no spice racks in the kitchen. So what is he doing with the spice racks?
I thought you're supposed to go to Michael's with a BOGO coupon and get a couple of displayed bat racks. Isn't that what everybody does with their?
Yeah, but I'm
furniture
not
today?
mounting stuff on the wall. Forget that noise.
Just saying.
That's some nonsense right there.
Get some little strip lighting on the inside.
How did we lose Joe? I don't know. Joe kind of wanders off sometimes,
Was it your turn to watch her?
right? I mean, that's why we had Ryan
That's why we sent Ryan down to watch.
Look,
Come on,
it's like herding cats. It's
dude.
clearly fumbling the ball.
So our plan to send Ryan there to keep her focused. Total failure.
Yeah, absolutely no good.
I believe she heard the siren song of the Sea Nugs.
Ah, and the Szechuan sauce.
I
right?
mean, they are dinosaur shaped, so
Yeah.
and they were magnifique.
Gourmet.
I am all about dinosaur sea nugs, man. All about them. But
I just want to. How do we not make the connection of Duke and Cyclops? They're the same dude. Sorry, Diana.
No, I like Duke.
Oh, no, Duke is entertaining.
Yeah.
do you like both dimensions of Duke, Rob?
Hey, well, you know what? I mean, Duke didn't leave his wife for his dead girlfriend.
The clone.
His wife
with a
and
clone.
child for a
Can't
dead
cheat with a
girlfriend.
clone.
And then cheated on the girlfriend.
And you said he was boring.
Well,
no, and when he's not boring, he's a schmuck.
Rob, be touche on that one, Rob. Come on now. I give him that. But I mean, Duke is great. I mean, sure, he didn't get much in the comics back in the Marvel days, but he's been entertaining since then. And then on the cartoon, man, you just like the Duke drinking game. You just take a shot every time he suffers head trauma or gets captured.
He's one tough son of a bitch.
And you are blind drunk 10 minutes in. So I mean, that's quality right there.
I think I saw like the rules for a Star Wars drinking game where they said drink every time you see a bad guy in white or a good guy in black. And if you think about it, the opening scene in that hallway, you're unconscious.
Yeah. Let's hope you're not in the gin because that'll make you mean.
Remember that episode when they replaced Duke with a bland synthoid and you couldn't tell?
But real Duke was suffering head trauma. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that person guard just wallop him over the head like that? I mean, it's quality.
Hang on. Diana's back, and I like Diana. So I got nothing but good things to say about Conrad.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
We are in the Duke versus Cyclops discussion.
Yeah.
And
Mark was making fun of Duke, Diana.
Come on!
pretty much in
How you
the
going to sell me out like that?
pretty
We
much
were
in the
defending him. That one.
Duke camp, except for the honcho.
Fine. Fine.
So,
I see how y'all are.
Ryan, why don't we go ahead and roll into shout outs, man? Who are you shouting out to this week?
My homie Ryan Sweeney in the comments.
Is he still there?
He was.
Good stuff.
He better be. Who else you got, man?
That's it. It's a short list. Yeah.
You just traveled cross country with your wife. You're not gonna give her a shout out?
Well, she's right there. She.
Oh my God.
It's because you just traveled cross country.
She just screamed she's not my wife, so
You're
no more
not gonna
donuts for you, sir.
give a shout out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was news.
You're not gonna give a shout out to Joe Colton and Wes, who are putting up with you for however long.
Hey, they invited me.
Man, oh man. Heartless.
Yeah.
Heartless. This is a man that collects for charity.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to the Dietrichs for having us at their show.
There you go.
All right. I guess that's good for an improvisation, sort of.
Well, I had
your wife's out. All right, sorry, Molly. Our bad. Thought you were going to get a cheap kudo there. Our bad.
Nope.
Rack time, Rob. Who we shouting out?
We're shouting out the boy. It's his birthday.
It is. Our younger brother
Oh,
is an April Fool baby.
oh no.
Yeah, right. I mean, we took it easy on him. We
Right.
growing up, we did not do April Fools. April Fool's Day is that's when all the amateur comedy guys, as we certainly are, but that's the day where most of them think they're funny. So it's kind of why we took that day off. It's like drinking on New Year's, right? It's amateur hour and it's crap. So yeah. But happy birthday to the boy.
You
The
should have seen
boy
his
is-
baby pictures. He looked like Charlie Brown.
Yeah, he's got just a perfectly round head.
You blockhead.
Oh, so many stories we can tell. We call him the boy, right? And there's a story behind that. When The Simpsons debuted, Jimmy was 10 years old. And in a very early episode, Homer slips on Bart's skateboard, takes a tumble down the stairs, and throws his back out. And he's stuck laying there for the rest of the day. And Marge is gone shopping. She's got the kids with her. And they come back, and Marge is shocked when she opens the door, sees Homer laying there. And Homer's just gasping, grasping at the air. Bring me the boy. And so Jimmy as a 10-year-old and Bart as a 10-year-old, that was combined. And so he has been the boy for 33 years since.
So besides that and the April Fool's birthday, no real childhood drama?
No.
He kind of did it to himself, but that's a whole other episode. That's a whole other episode. Joe Colton, you're in time for shout outs. You shouting out to anybody?
Yes, I would like to shout out to my husband who has been awesome this week and last week. And Ryan and Molly for visiting. And I was sucked because I had to work.
You know what, Joe Colton? You're the first person to give a shout out to Molly on this broadcast.
How? What?
Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We tried. We gave him every opopportunity.
Look,
You can stay here, Molly.
Somebody
There's a little bit to bear down.
Somebody's sleeping on a really small couch.
We pushed him.
Maybe even a cot.
Or a cot, yeah.
Your common law wife.
Yes. If that was still
Enjoy the
It's
garage.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing in Ohio.
I have a bus with a bed in it. It'll be fine.
All right. Shout out.
We got Molly. We got the wrist lock. Who else we shouting out?
Maggie for starting to pack up her apartment. She's doing well. And William for taking a trip this weekend. Very proud of him.
I'm not laughing at that. It's this story from Nick Adams. My little brother had a giant head when he was a toddler. I used to call him Superhead. Throw pillows at that giant nugget and watch him tip over.
Look at that boy's head.
It's huge. Crying himself to sleep in this gigantic pillow.
That looks like an orange on top of a toothpick. It's like Sputnik, spherical yet quite pointy in places.
Oh my God.
People knew.
Heat pots.
We
Gotta
lost
be
Joe.
one of the
Joe's
best
internet
lines
died.
ever.
Oh,
He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
on his wee pillow. Oh, hey,
Look at
Hi.
what'd you break?
She was done with her shout outs. She's like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Click.
So now it almost looks like you're in a different room. But
that.
I have way more chin now.
Right.
You missed the giant head story.
It's the Sergeant Slaughter.
You want me to lift it up?
No, you're fine.
this show, it's always really we might as well just start a timer and just wait. Just let it go off the rails. And that's certainly where we're at. And Nicholas Adams brought us right off the rails. Well done, sir. Well done.
Yep, give it up. Very nice.
Well done. As we will sing of the tales of Superhead for the rest of the week.
I think we have added a new chapter to show lore.
Oh my God. Oh, chef's kiss.
Very nice.
I'm like, I'm done.
Well done, sir.
You got anybody else, Joe Colton?
No, I'm good.
That's for the best because it probably just would have broken more stuff. Mark Weber, who we shout out to?
Shout out to my pal Corey, who's in the hometown or home state of Oregon. Good friend of mine, big Green Lantern fan. Who knew? So shout out to Corey and shout out to our friends at Kokomo Toys.
Kokomo Toys?
Yeah.
You mean Kokomo Toys?
We buy, sell, and trade vintage and modern toys. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and more. Located in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, we are open every Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. It's a theme park of nostalgia. Join the thousands of people who have traveled from all over the Midwest for over a decade to buy and sell with us. Get your geek on.
That's right.
There we go. See? I'm glad somebody else jumped in there. Otherwise, I was going to have to play all this stuff during my own shout outs again. Who else we got, Mark?
That's it. That's plenty.
All right.
Not Mrs. Weber?
Well, I mean, she almost made her pre-show debut today, but not yet. If I'm Norm, she's Vera.
We weren't even recording, and she still wouldn't walk past the camera.
Look, man, I'm just saying.
She's not ready.
I mean, she's aware that we all have you on Facebook, and we've seen her before, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's not a ghost, but
Yeah, I mean, she gets
she's not ready, not live streaming yet. We'll see.
Again, we weren't recording. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just saying. Hey, just saying. Yeah.
He's well trained. Leave him alone.
We've just been sitting here laughing about toddlers' giant heads, but
Hey,
I'm going to pass judgment on other people's neuroses, right?
toddler abuse. Yep.
Yeah. Clearly, I'm the right person to be making this sort of distinction. But I want to give a shout out to our good friend and longtime fan of the program, Torpedo Mike. We got a package here at the sprawling What's on Joe Mind complex this week, full of all kinds of fun Hawaiian specific snacks, including various chocolate covered macadamia nuts and types of popcorn that we can't get other places. We're going to send some out to Joe and to Mark as well. It's kind of the hub here, and we'll get the rest of it sent out to you guys. But
it's the distribution center.
Yes. Thank you to Mike and Carrie and family. We got a little card with a picture of the kids too. So really appreciate that. You have no idea, especially in a week when everybody's sick and coughing and working too much and all that other crapola. It was really a big lift this week. We really appreciate it.
Now back to what's on your mind?
Yes, that Mike's kids.
You actually scared me. I wasn't ready for that. Holy shit.
Right? But we want to give a big shout out to our unexpected but still invited guest, Ryan. Well done, sir, for not having a script.
I try.
We'll give you an idea on Ryan's history on the program here. Of course, we had him a couple months ago when we went out to Gem City. But about 10 minutes before we all got together tonight, Joe's like, I could get Ryan on the show if you want. And I just I didn't even know how to react to that because I forgot he was there with them. Whatever. I'll talk to her when we see her live. And then she pulls in and Ryan's there and he's ready to go. I'm like, okay, if you're ready for this, man, I trust you. So,
Sucker.
Yeah, good luck with
It's funny. I told Molly I was gonna do this to him. And so when I put the laptop on the other side, he's like, are you dragging me into this? And I was like, I mean, no. Wait, hold on. Say hi to the guys. And then I just came around the other side. I'm like, let's do this together.
Seriously, setting up a ring light. I'm like, I'm not going to be on your OnlyFans. I'm not doing it.
With that
not again.
I mean,
it's so soft.
I get too many feet pics.
We did too many getting your feet out of shoe pics. Rob Vegas, how about a plug and a shout out to my all Aussie G.I. Joe YouTube show, Assemble the Troops? Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Done.
How about it? Bang.
Just that easy.
Just that simple. Look at that. We are total whores in the shout out column. So
oh my God, that should be a jar thing.
Look, you missed Superhead, so I don't even want to.
Diana Davis remembered Superhead here.
Yep.
Chris Larson had a great experience ordering from the Kokomo Toys eBay store. You can find a link to that down below. So if you're interested in the fine wares of Kokomo Toys, down there.
Down where?
Down there.
Yeah.
Torpedo Mike is here. Careful, that popcorn is addictive. All right. Well, we all gonna have some. Oh my God!
Yeah.
A Weber child.
6 feet tall. Gonna get me in the next year and a half, probably.
Not if you cut off his feet.
And then
I am not ready for him to hold things. I'm not ready for him to hold things over my head and have me jump and try to get them, but it's coming. Yeah.
Try and get your Megatron back now, Dad.
Right.
Like a
Hey,
cat with yarn.
Let's have a talk about the time I took V1 Megatron to church camp. Such a good pick. Hey, the one that looks like a legit pistol. Sure.
Right. But we'll give another shout out to our first Kokomo Toys because we did not sing the theme song. Kokomo Toys. Let's go, Ryan!
Ryan
You put me on the spot.
words.
You put me on the spot.
One more time.
I gotta warm this up. You can't. It's not. No. Once I get it going, it's hard to get it to stop. So.
Kokomo Toys.
See? Voice of an angel. Reminds me of that time I was in a barbershop quartet back in Skokie, Illinois.
So, anyways, if you're watching us on Facebook tonight, please remember to leave some kind of a reaction just so we know you were here. Give us a thumbs up, give us a heart, give us a little huggy guy. If you're watching us on YouTube live, by all means, like our video. Please subscribe to our channel. Still about 25% of you every week are not subscribed. That's dumb.
I mean, subscribe. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not sure I like this video.
Right?
But,
percentage
I subscribe, damn it.
Mine is sick and off.
The percentage is about the same every week, so I'm assuming it's pretty close to the same people. So if you're not subscribed, that's dumb. Stop it. Subscribe. If you're watching us,
the bell button.
If you're watching us on recording, thank you too. We appreciate you just as much. Go ahead, everybody, leave comments down below, because that really drives traffic for our video as well. We really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you. At some point very soon, we'll be doing a super chat. We're just trying to figure out which charity that is going to benefit, because we're certainly going to do the first super chat out of the gate. Absolutely going to be a charity effort. We just need to make sure we got it all figured out in advance. But you can check out all of our social media listed down below. We've got links there for where we are on Facebook, where we are on Twitter, where we are on Instagram. We're even on TikTok, and of course our coffee pages, both for the show and for Joe Colton's cosplay efforts. We have our folks who contribute monthly. We cannot thank you enough. Shout out to you 7 gentlemen. We appreciate you more than you know. You're keeping the lights on, and it goes without saying, absolutely the best. But that's about it. I'm done rambling. I'm tired. I want a nap. I'm old.
Go to bed.
But for my co-hosts, for our guest host, Ryan Melzer, for my co-hosts, Racktime Rob, Joe Colton, and Mark Weber, I'm Mike Irizarry. Thanks for joining us here on the What's on Joe Mind team stream. We will be back next Friday at 9 p.m. with another episode of What's on Joe Mind. Have a great weekend. As our friend Vagon likes to say, be safe, and if you can't, be careful. You guys have a great rest of the weekend. We'll catch you next time out.
Do the finger.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Button pushing is slow.